Hello, everybody. This is Shefali Chopra, your storyteller. I hope you're all doing well. Today, I have a very, very, very extremely special guest with me. I mean, I am really short of words what to say about her. She is, for me, she's epitome of everything. And she's a heritage evangelist. She's a TEDx speaker. She's a founder of Ghumar. Well, as we speak, you will realize she dons many, many, many hats. It's very difficult to pinpoint and say that, okay, this is what Tripti is all about. No, she is a ball of fire. At the same time, she is that soft cotton ball. And I really welcome you, Tripti, on this conversation.
Thank you so much, Shefali, for giving me this opportunity to be with you on live. And thank you for your kind words. I truly, truly appreciate it.
It means a lot to me, Tripti, that you are here today. For such a long time, we have been talking about this particular conversation that we were meaning to have many, many months ago, but वो हुआ नहीं. But मुझे आज
Mm-hmm.
बहुत 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 ज़्यादा खुशी हो रही है कि आप स्वयं प्रकट हुए. So, तृप्ति के बारे में मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी, whatever I said, those are just mere words, but I must say there is so much depth to it. What she is doing is extraordinary work. Not many people think about it. बहुत लोग इसके बारे में विचार नहीं करते, सोचते नहीं हैं. जो कुछ तृप्ति सोच रही हैं is far beyond our thinking. When I say she is a heritage evangelist, what does it really mean? आप जानते हैं बहुत सारे हम अब सब गुड़गांव आ गए हैं, बड़े बड़े शहरों में आ गए हैं और अपने रूट्स, अपने स्वयं जहाँ से आते हैं वो सब भूल जाते हैं. बट तृप्ति उन सब चीज़ों को अलाइव रखती हैं, जिंदा रखती हैं, जीवित रखती हैं. ये है इनमें खासियत. तृप्ति, जब मैं आपके बारे में सोचती हूँ, मुझे हमेशा ये लगता है कि मतलब बहुत सारी चीज़ें बहुत आसान होती हैं कहना, और जब आदमी करना शुरू करता है, वो कहते हैं एक एक बीन कर कोई चीज निकालना, वो काम आप कर रही हैं. इट्स लाइक बीइंग अ हेरिटेज evangelist is getting all your past right here for the today's generation. It requires a
Mm-hmm.
lot of courage, it requires a lot of in-depth knowledge. That is what the beauty is. Please, आप हमको ये बताइए कि how did you, I mean, I know you stay in Gurgaon, but I really want to know what really, you know, what kind of poked you to think about this.
Shefali, I must say thank you so much for your beautiful words, and I feel humble and grateful. And I don't know whether I deserve all that or not, but I accept this with gratitude. When we talk about heritage and our roots, we all come from families where we all have our own culture. सबके रिचुअल्स होते हैं, हर परिवार के अलग होते हैं. रिचुअल्स होते हैं, कोई ना कोई कनेक्शंस होते हैं, कोई ना कोई ऐसे रूट्स होते हैं जो हम पास ऑन करना भूल जाते हैं अपने नेक्स्ट जनरेशन को, या वो स्टोरीज उन रिचुअल्स के पीछे क्या होती है हम पास ऑन करना भूल जाते हैं. क्योंकि आज की डेट में हम देखें कि एवरीवन इज गोइंग थ्रू इंस्टेंट ग्रेटिफिकेशन, कि फट 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 कर लो एंड लेट्स फिनिश इट. करने से ज़्यादा फिनिश करने में और सोशल मीडिया में पोस्ट करने में सब ज़्यादा बिजी रहते हैं, which is a very worrying thing, because our India is so beautiful, the culture is so vast, and हर functions के पीछे कोई कहानी छुपी होती है. और अगर हम वो
True.
कहानी अपने नेक्स्ट जनरेशन को नहीं देंगे तो फिर ये तो डेड एंड है. तो उसको हम कैसे बताएं? We share it with writing, we share it by storytelling, the way you keep sharing stories from all over India, so which is very important. And so recently I started writing about it, कि rituals, क्योंकि जैसे बोली बदलती है हर थोड़ी जगह से, वैसे रिचुअल्स भी बदलते हैं. एंड इट्स नॉट जस्ट इन राजस्थान बट अक्रॉस, कि सब जगह के रिचुअल्स अलग होते हैं. सो वेन एवर आई राइट अबाउट एनी रिचुअल, आई कनेक्ट विथ डिफरेंट पीपल अक्रॉस राजस्थान और एमपी, जहाँ पे सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ रिचुअल्स हैं पर थोड़े से अलग हैं, और लोग उन रिचुअल से कैसे कनेक्ट करते हैं, और सब अपनी स्टोरीज because I have to validate the story whether it is right or not. Because
Right,
मुझे ये story बताई गई है, then I check from different generations,
right,
generation of like yeah, my age group, then someone in 70s or 80s, or younger, if they know the same stories or not. When everyone says कि yes, we know about the story, this is right, then I write so that it goes in an actual, कि ये story सही है, and
right.
people can relate to it. And those who don't
Absolutely.
know about the story, they can feel that yes, we follow this ritual, we don't follow it blindly. So that is about passing on your culture to fellow generation, I would say, or the younger generation, and that
How beautiful. How beautiful. Tripti, आपने ये अभी बताया that you write posts. You have been writing such a brilliant posts, whether it's on Insta or Facebook, and I've been reading, and so many people are reading and commenting. कुछ टाइम पहले आपने एक गुड़िया की कहानी बताई थी, and I thought it really tugged everybody's heart, and सबको लगा कि यार जब हम छोटे थे तो हम भी गुड़िया के साथ खेलते थे और उनकी
right.
शादियां करते थे, छोटी छोटी गुड़िया गुड्डे बनाया करते थे। आई रिमेम्बर गोइंग टू माय मॉम एंड टेलिंग हर कि वो आटा लेके तो हम बहुत रोलियां बनानी, और ऑब्वियसली हम बहुत छोटे थे, हमें रोटी नहीं बनानी आती थी, बट हमें लगता था ओ हम अपने गुड्डा या गुड्डी की शादी कर रहे हैं। तो आई
जी,
व्हेन आई रेड योर पोस्ट, एंड आई एम श्योर मेनी पीपल हु रेड योर पोस्ट कुड रिलेट टू इट, हमारी जनरेशन से पहले, हमारी जनरेशन वाले, और कुछ बच्चे जो शायद हमारे से थोड़े बाद हुए उसके बाद भी, I'm sure they could all relate to this कहानी with गुड्डा एंड गुड्डी की शादी एंड गाने गाने और छोटे छोटे कपड़े बनाना। हमारे
जी,
टाइम में बारबी नहीं हुआ करती थी ना, लाइक व्हेन वी वर वेरी लिटिल। तो
right.
इट्स
So ये
चेंज सो।
post आया भी उसी पर्पस से था, because everyone was talking about Barbie. So I'll request you to finish your question first. Yeah.
नहीं नहीं, क्वेश्चन नहीं था, इट वाज अ कमेंट। आई वाज रियली अप्रिशिएटिंग योर थिंग दैट यू हैड रिटन एंड सो मेनी पीपल कुड रिलेट टू इट, सो योर जॉब is actually of a connector. When I say I'm a connector, I really feel you are a connector too. And I think because our really job is to connect people, to connect generations, to collect stories and connect them and give it to our generations aage. I think
Yeah.
that is the beauty, and I really love what you're doing.
जब ये अभी बारबी मूवी आई थी, एवरीवन वाज ड्रेसिंग अप इन पिंक एंड पिक्चर्स डाल रहे हैं। हमारे टाइम पे बारबीज हुआ नहीं करती थी।
True.
हमारे टाइम चिरमी हुआ करती थी, या फिर वो प्लास्टिक की गुड़िया हुआ करती थी। चिरमी जो एक बीड है, जो रति भी कहा जाता है, जो पहले वेइंग में भी काम आता था, तो उसकी हम लोग कैसे गुड़ियाएं बनाते थे, पूरी दोपहर निकल जाती थी कपड़ा सी के उसकी गुड़िया बनाना, उनकी शादियां कराना, किचन का सामान बनाना, एंड हाउ generations connected with that post, that we have done the same thing,
True.
and the younger generation के, you're talking about a different era, बिकॉज आजकल चिरमी का कोई खेलता नहीं है, बट पुराने घरों में अभी भी आपको कहीं ना कहीं चिरमी एक डब्बे में मिलेगी, कि ये चिरमी के बॉक्स है और ये लोग खेला करते थे, मतलब ना। तो आई वाज जस्ट शेयरिंग देन एंड नाउ कि कितना सुंदर समय था वो भी।
That's true. You know what I think, you've always got different things to life. Suddenly, जिसको कहते हैं, वो कहते हैं outside the box kind of thinking. You are a successful creator of an event called Ghumar. बहुत सारा कुछ तुमने tradition revive किया. I mean, I know about it personally, but I want people to know. And of course, the way you got Rajasthan into Haryana, into Gurgaon, is the beauty. Please tell all of us about that time period.
Shefali, I would say yes, I'll take the credit of bringing Ghumar out of Rajasthan and celebrating it in big way. But घूमर को किसी की भी प्रमोशन की जरूरत नहीं थी।
Of course,
जैसे आजकल लोग कहते हैं कि वी आर प्रमोटर ऑफ घूमर। घूमर को प्रमोशन की जरूरत है ही नहीं, बिकॉज इट हैज बीन देयर फॉर इयर्स, डेकेड्स, सेंचुरीज। आई थिंक हमें ज़रूरत थी उसको जीने की, एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड। कि क्योंकि हम लोग राजस्थान से बाहर रहते हैं, हम बहुत सारी शादियाँ, बहुत सारे फंक्शंस, रिचुअल्स हम मिस कर देते हैं, एंड दैट्स व्हेन दिस आइडिया केम दैट हम लोग क्योंकि हम मिस करते हैं और हम देखते हैं अपने फ्रेंड्स, और उस टाइम के सोशल मीडिया बहुत ज़्यादा एक्टिव था नहीं, था बट
राइट,
इतना ज़्यादा एक्टिव था नहीं, तो इतने वीडियोस देखने को नहीं मिलते थे घूमर के। So that's when we said कि let's plan a get together. It was not an event in the beginning, it was more of a get together we thought of. फिर धीरे धीरे वो गेट टुगेदर से इवेंट बना, धीरे धीरे लोग जुड़े, धीरे धीरे स्पॉन्सर्स जुड़े, और घूमर इंडिया से बाहर आ चुका। हालांकि घूमर इंडिया से बाहर राजस्थान से बाहर बहुत पहले आ चुका है, क्योंकि राजस्थान से जो लेडीज बाहर आके सेटल हुई हैं वो अपने अपने घर में फंक्शंस में करते हैं, सो उनको वो इवेंट की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है। बट क्योंकि
राइट,
हम लोगों ने इवेंट पर से किया ये, क्योंकि उससे पहले घूमर इवेंट्स कभी नहीं हुए थे। हमने अपने
राइट,
स्कूल्स में या कॉलेजेस में घूमर परफॉर्मेंसेस ज़रूर दी थी, बट उसको इवेंट का नाम शायद पहली बार दिया गया था। और आई थिंक वी आर फॉर्चुनेट, भगवती की कृपा रही हम लोगों के ऊपर कि उसको बहुत अच्छे से लिया गया, लोगों ने बहुत अप्रिशिएट किया और लोगों ने उसको बहुत फॉलो किया और आज भी करते हैं। कि
यस,
उसको जिस शहंशाह से हमने किया है, उसका मान रख के हमने उसको जो किया है, बिकॉज इट हैज ऑलवेज बीन समथिंग वेयर यू कैन नॉट play with the culture,
राइट,
you have to follow the protocols when you're doing it, you have to follow the rituals, your attire should be proper. तो उस सब चीज को फॉलो करके करना। और जब लेडीज बैंक्वेट हॉल में एंटर हो रही थी, तो काफी लेडीज ने मुझे बोला कि हमें लगा हम राजस्थान में हैं। सो मेरे
ट्रू।
वो वहीं पे हो गया कि नाउ आई थिंक वी हैव क्रिएटेड समथिंग which is going to be huge, and people welcome that event, and we are very happy and fortunate for that.
And I remember there is this online group that you run, which is Gurgaon Parents for Better Education,
जी,
where so many people get together for a common goal, for a great purpose. Please tell us
right,
about it, because you're involving so many parents and
yeah.
giving information to them and devoting that kind of time regarding their concerns and questions about education and system.
Mhm.
You
You
know,
know,
how did this happen? How did this happen? Because this is also, सब अपने में इतने मस्त हैं, उनको दुनिया की परवाह ही नहीं है. But
mhm,
here you are getting so many things together. You're
mhm.
forming groups with lots of people, and dealing with a purpose. There is a substantial thought that's gone behind this.
So we started Gurgaon Parents, I think somewhere around 2014 and 15. It was created by a group of like-minded people. The idea was unjustified fee hike in Gurugram, जो schools
Okay.
में होती है हर साल. So we started with that idea because approaching parents from different school was tough, because
Yeah.
physically आप जा जाके लोगों को connect नहीं कर सकते, and we wanted a common platform where everyone can gather and speak about their issues. So
True.
that's when we started, and we discuss about what is happening in school, या fee structure, या हर साल जो unjustified fee hike होती थी वो. Whenever you open a group, whenever you create a group, it can never be one man army or one person show. There
True.
is entire community which comes together to run such thing.
Of
And
course.
same happened with be it Boomer or be it Gurgaon Parents, because there were a lot of people who invest their time even to give a comment. When there is a post, if someone will not comment, how will that post reach the right audience?
True.
How will they connect with the right kind of a school or the feedback what they are looking for? So create करना बहुत आसान है, बट उसको कांस्टेंट रखना, रेलेवेंट रखना बहुत मुश्किल है. सो इट्स अ डेली टास्क वेयर you approve the post, you make sure that the post doesn't go in a different direction, and right kind of and right manner people talk. So that was the focus, and now we talk about what is happening in education. If people are asking for school recommendations or tuition recommendations, so they share their journey. They talk about their experiences with different schools or tuition centers or XYZ education related, and they help. So that is what Gurgaon Parents, and we are fortunate to have around 20,000 parents in that group. So it's a pretty active group.
You have created so many groups like this. There is this very interesting news that I read many years ago. And there were many people who also told me about it. It was about the saris. So
Oh
sari,
yeah.
saris is like culture. It's like weave. It's like things that get you together. मुझे बहुत
Mhm.
हद तक लगता है हमारा खाना पीना, रहन सहन, हमारी बोली, हमारा पहनावा, हम सबको जोड़ता है. दैट इज द
Mhm.
स्ट्रेंथ वी हैव. कैसे हम कहीं बाहर जाते हैं आउट ऑफ इंडिया और किसी को साड़ी में देखते हैं, कहते हैं, "हाँ, वो देखो वो रहा इंडियन." वो उतनी दोस्ती और इतनी प्यार मोहब्बत हो जाती है, शायद पूरी छोले भी साथ खाने के लिए बैठ जाते हैं. इट्स दैट काइंड ऑफ
Right.
लव. That's
Right.
what sometimes, that's exactly when I read about this thing called Gurgaon Sari Challenge, which you ran
Right.
for like 50 days. And then after
Oh,
that, you had this huge event called Loom Leela,
right.
um, a Sari Fiesta. And
Right.
that too in Leela Hotel, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yes.
I think I think it was fantastic. It was beautiful. Of course, all the women got to dress up, I'm sure, in those gorgeous saris. But imagine, again, a thought that's gone behind it.
Again, it's a collective thought because this group was created by Priya, and there was a phase in between where सावन का महीना था and everyone was dressing up of different kind of lehrias. ठीक है, क्योंकि people associate सावन with लहरिया राजस्थान का, क्यों राजस्थान की बहुत सारी ladies थी. So उस दौरान there were a lot of ladies, they were wearing Bhopal Shai sarees. So they used to post draped in beautiful Bhopal Shai, and they used to write कि हमने यहाँ से लिया है and फलाना ढिमका, because they used to write the source of sari also. So the
Wow.
idea was कि when you post a picture of you in sari, write the source where you brought this sari from, because आजकल
Wow.
बहुत सारी women entrepreneur है, they deal in saris so that they can connect with the right source. So admin of the group, I was not the admin, and this group was not started by me. She requested two of us to, why don't you plan a coffee meet? So
Okay.
we thought it's a wonderful idea, let's do it. But वो कॉफी मीट 10 जनों से, 15 जनों से, 40 जनों से, 50, 60, 100, 150 तक चली गई.
Oh
सो
my
अब उनको
God.
1 महीने 1.5 महीने तक कैसे एंगेज रखो? Then I thought, let's do a sari marathon. It was never done before anywhere in India. So we did a sari marathon for 50 days. And on 51st day, we had our event. So
Wow.
every day we used to post one challenge to ladies. उस group में with a picture and description that you have to do this, and they should be posting their pictures and same to be part of the this challenge.
Okay.
And I was pleasantly surprised the kind of enthusiasm these ladies had, because North India में इस तरह का कोई ग्रुप था नहीं. उस टाइम में एक साड़ी पैक्ट इंडिया में शुरू हुआ था. आई थिंक साउथ में या कहीं पे 60 days साड़ी पैक्ट समथिंग कि एवरी डे यू हैव टू वेयर अ साड़ी, बिकॉज सी राजस्थान में इट्स वेरी कॉमन फॉर अस टू वेयर साड़ी. वी ड्रेप साड़ी ऑन ओकेजन्स और अदरवाइज ऑल्सो. सो वी उसके लिए हमें कोई ओकेजन्स नहीं चाहिए होते हैं कि जब मन किया
Effort
साड़ी
नहीं
पहन.
करना पड़ता.
एब्सोल्युटली, बिकॉज इतना टाइम लगता नहीं है. पर गुड़गांव में जब आए तो हमने ये देखा कि पीपल रियली स्ट्रगल. क्या साड़ी पहन के जाना है तो उनको सुबह टाइम चाहिए, यू नो. सो हमें लगा कि लेट्स डू समथिंग. सो हमने वो इवेंट किया, एंड वी रियली लव्ड इट, द काइंड ऑफ लव एंड अफेक्शन वी गॉट फॉर द इवेंट. And still today people really talk about that event and the kind of fun they had.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, I know. When I came into Gurgaon, also, I heard about you and you doing such kind of work. I was like, wow. चलो ये तो पहले की बातें हैं तृप्ति. अब फिर बीच में पैंडेमिक आ गया. पैंडेमिक
जी.
के दौरान हम लोगों ने रियलाइज किया कि लोगों को बहुत सारे डिप्रेशन हो जाता है. और हुआ.
Mhm.
They were going
Mhm.
through their own stories and own journeys, and there are a lot of people who cracked. And
Mhm.
to quite an extent, you started looking at life in a little different way.
Right.
And you thought to yourself, जो जाता है वो जाए, let go, और जो रहता है वो रहे, it's okay. And that's
Mhm.
when you decided somewhere down the line, and you started playing a very important part, a new kind
Mhm.
of role in your life,
Mhm.
which is of a
Mhm.
coach.
Mhm.
And you guide people who are
Mhm.
getting who are newly married or have some kind of issues, they come to you and they talk to you and you sort those things out for them. That's also a community service. That's why I always think Tripti is a person who's completely into community thing, something that is
911.
helping people. And that's a very great thing. See, we all grow with time. जो हम
Right.
20 साल में थे, हम 30 साल में बदल जाते हैं, 40 में अलग हो जाते हैं, फिर जरा टाइम गैप कम हो जाता है. So by 45 we change, then we change at 50, then we're changing probably at 52, I don't know. But yes, we are constantly changing and evolving. And of course, I read this fantastic line, and I swear by it, which is evolving means eliminating. So there are
Mm-hmm.
things you have to eliminate to
Mm-hmm.
evolve. And how do you play this role? Because this role is slightly more serious than all the roles that you have played.
You know, I don't remember when this started because I've been dealing with families and young couples from last 12 plus years when I started Forum for my community, Garchor. So I've been connected with them for so long. So ऐसा नहीं है कि वो नया है. But sometimes, someone feel that confidence in you, that trust in you, that whatever they'll talk to me will stay with me, and they can speak with you because generally listener की बड़ी कमी होती है
True.
हम लोगों के पास में. और इतनी सारी चीजें होती है क्योंकि जवाब तो हम लोगों के पास में है, बट हम उस जवाब तक पहुंचे कैसे? you know you only reach to that answer when you speak to someone, and that's why I always tell everyone communication is the key for all the answers. So you
Right.
have to keep communicating. Look for the right person whom you can approach, and who can help you. ताकि easy रहे. आप अंदर रखने से बेटर है आप किसी से बात कर लो.
Of
Because
course.
काफी बार होता है कि we see our husbands are not the right people, and which is fine. जरूरी नहीं है कि husband के पास में जवाब हो या अपने बच्चों के पास में जवाब हो. तो आपको कोई ना कोई ऐसे चाहिए होता है कि जिससे आप बात कर सको, and to seek for answers, that if I'm going through this, whether it's the right thing I'm doing or not. So then it started, and there were instances when I've dealt with women who were into severe depressions, to an extent that few felt that they don't want to live anymore.
Oh my God.
But unki wo counseling, I don't know, I'm not a certified counselor. I'm a listener, I would say. But I kept listening to them for hours, for days. And तब तक उनको ये नहीं लग जाए कि no, I'm fine, I'm feeling better. Obviously, it
तो वो
needs a lot
ये
of attention.
सिस्टम से निकलना ज़रूरी होता है. एंड
बिल्कुल.
समटाइम्स एज़ यू वेरी ब्यूटीफुली सेड, लिसनर्स की कमी है. कोई किसी की सुनना ही नहीं चाहता. और
क्योंकि हमें
आई थिंक हम लोग इतने
बताना भी तो नहीं चाहता ना शेफाली.
सरफेस लेवल पे, इतने सुपरफिशियल लेवल पे लोगों की बातें सुनते हैं. मतलब अगर हमारे स्टैंडर्ड आंसर्स दिमाग में छप गए, लाइक इफ वी से
राइट.
हाउ आर यू, सो वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग फाइन.
हाँ,
अगर
हाँ.
कोई गलती से बोल देगा कि यार नहीं यार मुझे दिक्कत है और मैं फाइन नहीं हूँ, अगर वो 1 मिनट के आंसर की जगह 4 मिनट लेगा, आपको परेशानी होने लगेगी.
राइट.
Because that is not something you're expecting. This is what's happening in life. हर इंसान उसी के साथ बैठना चाहता है जो खुश है. ऐसे इंसान के साथ नहीं बैठना चाहता जिसको प्रॉब्लम है या दुख है या किसी चीज से जूझ रहा है.
राइट. बिकॉज
And you are
वन
giving that kind of support, which is very important.
So one, there is a scarcity of listeners. Second, there's a problem that we don't trust people before sharing, because we live in a fear that other will judge us. The fear of judgment is huge.
So
कि आप
strong.
फैमिली में तो बात कर ही नहीं सकते
Right.
कि ये हमें प्रॉब्लम है, एंड दिस इज व्हाट इट इज, एंड बट आई फील इट इज ओके to be not okay,
Yeah.
and there is no harm in it. There are days when we want to just sit in our washroom and cry,
Yeah.
you know
And that's
and
okay.
and that's
And that's,
okay,
yeah.
because we are not अब कहते हैं ना, बारहवीं तो नहीं, हमेशा खुश तो नहीं रह सकते.
नहीं रह
We go
सकते.
through emotions, we meet people who are going through different emotions. So, and it's perfectly fine to be acknowledging that I am not okay and I need help. I
Yeah.
need to speak to someone.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. That's true. I remember using it like a joke. I said, I'm not tequila that I have to make everybody happy. you know
Right?
I'm
Yeah,
not tequila. So yeah, I
right.
don't want to make everybody happy. There are days when I'm slow, there are days when I'm upset, there are days when I'm happy, and there are days I'm like extra happy, there are days I'm
Right.
going crazy, but this is human. This is who
That's
human,
right. That's
really
right.
human. And
I
I
always say
think
that it
nobody
should
has
not be
that
your
right.
strength way.
Yeah, nobody has that right to judge you, but as you said very beautifully, Tripti, that because people are so busy judging you, that's why we are scared to open up.
एब्सोल्युटली,
Yeah.
एब्सोल्युटली।
Yeah.
बिकॉज़ हमेशा ये लगता है कि हमने कुछ, क्योंकि हमें हमारी ट्यूनिंग ही ऐसी हुई होती है ना शुरू से। पहले तो हमें बताया जाता है किसी को बोलना मत, घर से बात बाहर नहीं जानी चाहिए, कोई क्या सोचेगा, हमारे परिवार की बात है, अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। हमें शुरू से वही चीज़ें दिमाग में डाली जाती है कि नहीं, घर
True.
से बाहर बात नहीं जानी चाहिए।
That's true.
तो हम अंदर
And
ही
I
अंदर
think
घुटते
we
रहते हैं।
are strongly looking for validations. This is a very strong thing that comes to my mind is since we are, since we are a child, we realize that there's so much pressure on us to either look good or say the right thing. And these are the basics that when
या,
any child is growing up. तो हम हमेशा पेरेंट्स की तरफ या सिबलिंग्स की तरफ या रिश्तेदारों की तरफ एक वैलिडेशन कॉन्स्टेंटली ढूंढते रहते हैं, एंड वो इतना एम्बेडेड और इतना सीडेड है दैट वी काइंड ऑफ जब तक हम इतने बड़े हो जाते हैं फिर भी हम वैलिडेशंस दुनिया से ढूंढते रहते हैं। मुझे आज तक ये
यस।
समझ नहीं आई जब हम कहते हैं कि अरे वो लोग क्या कहेंगे, वो चार लोग तुम्हारे बारे में, वो चार लोग हैं कौन, मुझे आज तक ये समझ नहीं
बस वो लोग ही है ना, इनविजिबल पीपल।
आई। इनविजिबल पीपल। ट्रू।
इनविजिबल पीपल एंड यू आर स्केयर्ड ऑफ देयर वैलिडेशन जो है ही नहीं।
जो है
यू नो,
नहीं।
आप अच्छा करोगे तब भी आपको जज करेंगे, नहीं करोगे तब भी करेंगे। तो माइट एज़ वेल लेट देम जज ना, एटलीस्ट उनको कुछ काम तो दिया हुआ है आपने।
That's true. That's true. What is your message to the youth of today? Because I feel today people are more confused. There is this thing called FOMO, which I think I read the article, the beautiful article that you had written, like fear of missing out. कि भैया उसने हमें बुलाया नहीं, उसने हमें पूछा नहीं, तो लोग डिप्रेस हो जाते हैं, सैड हो जाते हैं. They
हुँ।
become psychological wrecks. They become very like closed. What is a message for such people?
You know, when I speak to parents here in Gurgaon or across, one thing I've realized, this younger generation, some of them are very smart. They are away from all the social media pressure. They are away from what other person. They're focused, but that is a percentage of kids, I would say, or younger generation. But maximum they are living in the constant gratification वाले phase में, that ये किया है तो हमें constant gratification चाहिए कि yeah, you're doing very right. ठीक है,
Right.
हमें सब कुछ चाहिए कि हम कुछ कर रहे हैं तो हमें लोग appreciate करें. We all
Yeah.
look for some kind of appreciation, you know, and that is healthy to an extent. But
Right.
constantly living on that if I'll do something, I need validation. Secondly, peer pressure में जो ये बच्चे काम करते हैं ना, it takes them to a different level, you know, कि आपने peer pressure में कुछ किया and then you're going on a dark road and it's a never ending road कि
True.
फलाने ने किया तो मुझे ये करना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज दे नॉट make me part of the circle, they'll not speak with me, they'll not invite me in their parties and all, which should not be the case, you know. Hold your grounds, hold your roots, and be truthful to yourself,
True.
and don't wait for people to make you part of the circle. Let people be proud that you are part of their circle, you know. Think the other way around, and it really helps.
True.
आप आप अपना सर्कल उस हिसाब से चूज करो कि दे शुड बी प्राउड दैट यू आर पार्ट ऑफ देयर सर्कल,
That's so
एंड
true.
सेम गोes फॉर यू.
Yeah. That's very well said. You have been appreciated by the Women Economic Forum, and you were awarded with this excellence work for the community. ये award तो बहुत बड़ा है. But tell me one time that you really felt that you did something and you felt, wow, this is so close to my heart.
There are a lot of instances to remember. Um, both in terms of concern. You were concerned of someone, that that person was going through a very, very dark phase, and how you pull that person out of it. So that was like you changed someone's life, and that was very close to me that you did that. But then there were two instances when, and I keep saying that kindness of stranger, where the first time I realized how kindness of stranger can change someone's life. So that was in 2009 and 2011, when this lady we helped to marry her four daughters, and how everyone gathered and gave gifts or kind and whatever to help her. So वो उसे भी realize नहीं था कि मुझे शायद कोई help मिलेगी, not even
So
her own family or village people, but how
wow.
everyone gathered and helped her. And these girls, other day I was asking my mom, how are these girls doing? And she was saying everyone is happy, and the lady is now doing better. She started earning, and उसकी थोड़ी job भी लग गई है, कुछ खेती की जमीन भी मिल गई है उसको. So how you see their journey, you feel that, and again, it's not a one person show. Lot of people, कि पूरा गांव लगता है किसी की शादी करने में.
That's true.
So, and that's what happened. Everyone gathered. So one person becomes the face of the activity
Of course.
or anything you do, and then there's a force behind it to help you sail through. But you take
Absolutely.
all the hit, and that is also a fact. Whenever you do something, you are the one who's taking all the hit, whether it is positive, negative, your success or your failure, or in between the politics. You're the one who's taking all the hit, and you remain quiet till the time the work is done.
That's
And
true.
that is the grace of doing the thing the right way. That be quiet, let your work speak. Whether it is right or wrong, आपने सही किया, गलत किया, then stick to your decision. And
That's
I
so
think
true.
that had helped me in every event, every gathering, every thing I got involved with, that I always remained connected to my roots, that
Wow.
if my name is involved somewhere, I have to do justice.
Wow. That's wonderful. Tripti, sometimes we don't realize as human beings, जब हम लोगों की हेल्प कर रहे होते हैं ना, actually somewhere deep inside we are helping ourselves. And that is the beauty. हम लोग कहते हैं, बहुत लोग कहते हैं अरे दे के जो दे के जो मजा आता है ना, वो हम तो जो दूसरे के लिए कर रहे हैं वो तो छोड़ो, बट जो अंदर से that satisfaction and that happiness prevails, that is the best feeling ever. Some time back, I remember that I can't really say you were trolled, but kind of trolled for your this beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful locks that you flaunt around. And there are people who probably try to put you down, and you may have been upset, but I have to tell you something. This is something we all women, just when we look at you, when I look at you especially, I'm like, oh my god, she for me is the epitome of beauty. For me and many more people, you are you are not beautiful just from the outside, from the inside, and that reflects on your face. So when you flaunt a sari or flaunt whatever you're wearing, it's your gorgeous bindi, or you just carry it like a sweep. And I think you have become an icon for so many people watching you.
Oh, that's really sweet of you. But when it comes to troll, they keep doing it. I keep getting messages from strange, unknown boys, I would say, or men, or women, or someone from the family. They keep giving their unwanted advice that I should color my hair. And sometimes I used to tell them, ठीक है, this is the check amount, send, I'll get it color. फिर मुझे लगा उनकी ज़रूरत नहीं है, शायद जवाब देने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज़ they don't have any standing in my life. You get affected by people. If my son would come to me and say color hair, so I will think twice that what
Yes.
is it bothering him that he's saying. So earlier I used to ask them, should I color my hair? And they're too young, but they say, if you love it, keep it. We have no problem with it, and we love it like this.
How sweet.
So
How
it's like acceptance of your आज अगर मैं बाल काले कर लूं, पर then I will rush for every meeting. Before that I have to rush to the parlor, that I have to color my hair.
True.
That thing of accepting should be done gracefully.
Yeah.
Troll to chalta rehta hai. It's part of life. People keep saying, even a few days back, I went to my hometown, and my daughter and I were standing in a shop, and I could hear a group of men and women sitting, and they were talking about my hair. And I told my daughter, "You see, they are talking about me. कहते, how do you know? मैंने कहा, thankfully I have good ears, so I can I can listen to them. And they were talking. मैं कि at least they are laughing on something जो शायद वो अदरवाइज कोई और बात कर रहे होते, तो उनको अच्छा मौका मिला है बात करने का, डिस्कस करने का, अदर देन पॉलिटिक्स. सो लेट देम एंजॉय, लेट देम हैव फन. It never
Well,
affected me.
wow, that's something to learn from you. I think आपके पीछे लोग बात करते रहे, आपके सामने बात करते रहे, आपको कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ने वाला, because you have that great strength as a woman, and and it shows in your persona, and the kind of things that you have done. You getting so many people together and doing things, that requires a lot of accolades, and I really admire you for what work you're doing, Tripti. Before we end the session, anything that you would like to say to our viewers?
I always tell to my kids also, just always remain true to your soul, because that's the only one thing you are always answerable to, no one else. Because when you hit the bed in the night, at least be happy that you have not hurt anyone, you have not cheated anyone, you have not done bad for anyone. वही आपके हिसाब किताब होने हैं, और किसी के साथ में नहीं होने, because we all are on a solo journey. And I always tell them that be true to yourself and fear none. आपने अगर कोई चीज़ गलत नहीं किया है, उस फियर में मत जियो कि कोई मेरे साथ होगा कि नहीं होगा. अगर जिसको होना होगा वो होगा, जिसको एग्जिट मारना होगा मारेगा. एंड वी कीप लर्निंग. आई मीन एवरी फ्यू इयर्स विल हैव वन पर्सन इन अ लाइफ विल बी वेरी क्लोज फ्रेंड, एंड कुछ दिन बाद में, कुछ सालों बाद में वो नहीं होगा, बिकॉज उनकी जर्नी, उनका कैरेक्टर हमारी स्टोरी में इतने दिन का ही था. So we have to
True.
realize that. So don't get upset if someone is leaving your life or someone is entering your life. Don't get overexcited about that. Just live the moment and be thankful for what you have.
Wow, that's really intense. And I think that's a very interesting perspective that you have just reaffirmed, because I truly believe in the same. जिसने आना है उसने आना ही है, और जिसने रहना है वो रहेगा, और जो नहीं रहेगा, आप कितनी भी कोशिश कर लो, वो नहीं रह पाएगा,
True.
क्योंकि हम कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते.
ये
हम
बात.
एज ह्यूमन बींग्स वी लाइक टू कंट्रोल पीपल एंड कंट्रोल आवर लाइव्स, बट वो चलाने वाला कोई और ही है. हम तो बस महज कठपुतलियां हैं. वी नीड टू प्ले आवर पार्ट एंड ब्यूटिफुली वेल, and that's exactly what we are here for. Complete our beautiful journeys right here, and I'm very thankful that in my journey I came across you, Tripti, and thank you
Right.
so much for being here today. Loads of love and sunshine, and thank you everybody for watching us. This was completely a mind blowing story of Tripti Singh, because हर इंसान को सोचने की क्षमता होती है, हर इंसान में सोचने की क्षमता होती है. तो why only limit to your own self, especially when you are young? Please think of other people, please think of more community stuff than just your own self. So I leave you with this thought, and I'll see you soon again with another person who will have some kind of perspective, a different perspective maybe towards life. Thank you so much. Bye for now.